Oh, I missed that one. Welcome back, everybody. You missed a truly wonderfully terrible bit of crude humor there in the moment between me turning off the video and turning it back on again. It'll probably happen again, but we're playing. This is Let's Play Ghostbusters, the video game remastered. Brandon is still here, and we're on Shandor Island, and we're doing ghost tether stuff. Let me try. Sorry.
Shandor needed to make an entire machine just to juggle some balls.
Yeah. It won't let me scan it. Okay. Why does it keep doing that? Aha. Well, that was a little bit simpler than I thought. The counterweight is basically teaching how to do this.
Mm-hmm. Need another one?
Yep.
Yes, you did. How come people smart enough to use science always try to take over the universe? Huh? Egon, Drake, anyone? Didn't think so.
Oh, the anti-intellectualism.
Not so sure this is the safest course of action. I think we found the source of the black slime, Winston.
I wasn't that curious. The whole room's filling up. Get to higher ground.
All right, gentlemen, it's official. This was a bad idea.
Yeah. Hey, we made it worse. Yay. And it's filling up down there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's a cutscene.
That's weird.
Was it a time-delayed cutscene?
Ugh,
Well,
the
yeah, because
stench is horrible.
it had to fill the slime.
They've got fish.
Right.
I know that dumpster.
A putrid mass of hatred, bile, and anger.
Not exactly Mrs. Sunshine, is it?
I think I've seen this guy on Dark
This is the
Souls.
part where we do what we do.
Imprisoned juvenile slore. Somehow, what?
It's not a wild slaw.
Somehow Shandor's cult, guided by Ivo himself, discovered a way to lure a young slore from its home hell dimension into our world. More impressively, they also managed to imprison that slore within a ghost world pocket at the heart of Shandor's island mansion, fueled by hatred, bile, and anger, and assisted by mechanical monstrosity of Shandor's own design. The captive slore serves as the powerful guardian of the Lost Island's dimension aligning orrery machinery. Weakness is slime. Of course it is.
I'm sorry, it's not a giant slaw. Giant slaw is the actual quote from the first Ghostbusters movie.
Yep.
Yo! Get him in the eyes!
Hit his eyes, rookie.
You looking at me?
Also, I noticed a thing. We have the tools. I think that means I have gotten everything.
Yeah.
Got to cut off his visine. Somebody
Don't
tap
have the
some onions.
talent yet.
Giving me the evil eye, huh?
That's not good. Maybe the big thing that's glowing.
Really accurate.
Statistically speaking, we better hope it is.
Okay, fair enough. What about that inaccessible anterior nodule?
That glowing thing on his head? That is its head, isn't it?
I'm not sure that matters. How can we get to it?
Hey, rookie, run around and look delicious, will ya?
What?
Run around and look delicious.
There it is. Concentrate your fire on that node.
Get it right there. It doesn't like that at all. He's taking the bait. Why are you shooting everything but the glowing thing on his head?
Because I didn't have a line of fire on it. No, I'm not. Also, there are things attacking me.
Incoming. That's a lot of whatever they are. Run.
Break this line.
Oh, slime.
Oh yeah, keep it going.
To the right.
Look out,
So
above you.
And that is all.
I don't. With all the contact with black slime my characters had, is he
Right where they
even
belong.
remotely
But
human
Evil
anymore?
Sandor didn't factor in that he was messing
Oh
with the
no,
Ghostbusters.
you're actually a mold being. That's why you were able to reattach your hand. Oh
Don't
wait a
forget that
minute,
Peter's
sorry,
girlfriend is a Shandor.
wrong series. My bad.
Yeah.
Guys need to get down to the shore and fast. I don't know how much longer I can hold her. The whole island's sinking.
Ray, keep the motor running. We are coming at you fast. Peter, get up.
Oh, good. They don't actually make us leave.
How was it? Was it cool? What did it look like? Did you get any samples? Did it have multiple eyes?
Shut up.
Oh, thank God you're here.
What's going on, Janine? Where's Alyssa?
She's gone. They took her. 1 minute everything was fine. The next it was chaos. Ghosts flying everywhere.
Janine, slow down. Start from the beginning.
Okay. Well, I was a little late this morning because one of the heels on my favorite pair of pumps broke, and Lester's was out of my favorite tea. You know how I love my chamomile. Well, and
Okay. Maybe not the beginning. Start where things went haywire around here.
okay. Somebody jumped me from behind, and before I passed out, I heard Alyssa struggling and yelling, "Now!" And the last thing I remember was the screams of the dead and damned echoing in my brain.
So either there was a mass escape from Rikers.
Or someone shut down our containment grid again.
Again?
Just like Peck threatened to do.
It's funny. I always knew that Peck was a pencil-necked bureaucratic prick. But I never pegged him as an evil occultist.
But where did he take her?
And where are all the ghosts? Cause, no offense, but if all the ghosts we've ever caught just escaped, I'm clocking out.
Yeah, they would be awfully mad at us.
Exactly. It's generally a bad idea for the guards to hang out in the cell blocks just after a prison break.
This just in. As authorities continue to supervise the Thanksgiving evacuation of Manhattan, increasingly powerful tremors are rocking Central Park. The question is, where are the Ghostbusters?
Tell you what.
That's
Have a
good.
nice day. Why don't we go to Central Park? Could round up some ghosts, save the girl, get back in time for a nap.
Okay, the Ghostbusters ride again.
Okay.
You've been doing nothing but writing, though. Anyway.
Yeah, okay. So this is a good checkpoint. I'm just going to hang around here for a little bit and just talk for the rest of the video because I don't want to get started on a whole new chapter. One thing I've noted is, I don't know if she'll do it because Right. Oh yeah, Janine does this. And here's the other one
Oh, hi. Really?
Wait, are all the artifacts I've been collecting around here?
I told him
Looks
that if
like
they
it.
start evacuating Manhattan, I don't plan on coming in on Monday, and he says, I've already used all my floating holidays this year, right? I tell him, Dr. Vinkman, catastrophic exodus of the city doesn't count as a floating holiday. No, it doesn't. I looked it up. So he hands me the employee handbook and tells me to look again, and that what is and isn't covered is very clearly defined. What? Yeah, it was in there. In his handwriting. In pencil. He wrote it in when he asked me to get his coffee. Anyway, I can take a half date on Monday if they evacuate the city.
That
All
sounds like
Goodbye.
work.
It's dystopian.
Yep.
Sorry, you already said sounds like work.
Yep. Yes, when you get close to the pants, there's disco music.
Of course.
But anyway, so Janine will sit there and answer the phones, and it's awesome. It's sort of as a rotating selection. And I thought a Ghostbusters game I would really love is just like a receptionist simulator where you are dispatching, taking calls and dispatching, and maybe doing stuff around the base while.
There's the beard.
Yeah. And like maybe doing stuff around the actual mirror. Huh.
What?
Yeah.
How does this game of all games have an actual working mirror?
I don't know. Most games don't bother. You know, this is
I mean, I will point out that the mirror is in completely the wrong place and everything in this room is the wrong size, but
yeah.
good.
But you know, that would be an interesting game. It's sort of like you take the calls, and every once in a while something weird happens in the building, and you handle it.
So there was a short game made where you play a radio host.
Okay.
And people call in, like, saying, hey, there's this weird, creepy guy following me, and I think he might have a knife. Where do I go from here? And you have to look at the map on the wall and work out what instructions to give them to get them to safety.
I think I've seen that played. I think Insum played it on his channel.
It's very good. It was just a concept, like a proof of concept sort of game, but it looked good.
Make it like they had a lot more to it than it looks like you would end up getting, because there were a lot more in the playthrough I saw. There were a lot more streets and locations.
Yes, but there were only 3
events.
There were only 3 events in the because it was like a short game dev competition or something.
I think there's a yearly event that's like 24-hour build a game type thing.
Yes.
Okay, this is cool. It's also entirely too calm for the containment grid to have been shut down.
Yes. Also, it must be like 2020, 2021. Because you know, barely any cars.
You're right.
Nobody on the streets.
Well, yep, nobody at all.
Of course, you can use the fire pole.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. That's good.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, yeah, the big head that we picked up from the museum.
That is a very big head.
that it's apparently you're just following me around everywhere. Where are the pictures? Come visit New York City.
There is a building and a Statue of Liberty.
Also, binary, the code of the future. There's exactly just the Empire State Building.
Yeah. I mean, this was 2006.
Yep. Oh, also...
And I need to shut up now. Sorry, you were saying?
Oh, you can sort of play the video games? Except for reasons, you cannot play pinball.
Oh dear.
I'm suspecting reasons are we didn't pay to have that sound effect done.
Yeah. We didn't have a stock one in the assets that we had. Even though we're produced by Sony Entertainment.
Mm-hmm. I seriously hope that we don't stay all of our that they don't just live 24/7. I hope they have other places they go. But you know they don't, because this is 80s silliness.
Mm-hmm.
That looks very Bloodborne.
It is a lot sillier though.
Yeah. I'm getting the creepy music.
Seriously, son, like, get this thing to go haunt a trans man.
Nah, I mean, good thing, but it only mocks people, so it would be a terrible thing.
That's not so good.
It's like a beard haunted by a demon that just likes to harass people. So
yeah, that's a good point.
Thanks for coming to my birthday. Interesting. I'm guessing the pictures we found. Oh shoot! There's one of the pictures we found.
Yeah.
Why? What in God's... Why would you do this? Why would you hang a hunt? You already have that one over there.
Which doesn't make any sense.
You're losing the battle you engage in. Judgment approaches. Have you ever savored the exquisite anguish of tortured soul?
We are the future, Charles, not them.
Time to end this foolish display. Prepare yourselves for the inevitable.
I mean, I'm guessing they decided people wouldn't recognize the picture of the Ghostbusters from 2.
But it would have been in keeping.
Yeah, it would have been.
They probably thought that it was too silly.
I just closed my eyes and grimaced when you said they thought it was too silly, because that's the reason.
Yeah.
And it's ridiculous because it's Ghostbusters.
Yeah, the whole thing is too silly. I mean, considering one of the complaints about Afterlife I've heard, I haven't seen the movie yet, is that it's taking itself too seriously, or it's taking the series too seriously.
I do hear that they go back to the first movie and kind of skip the second one.
Mm.
And my family liked it. I would
Oh
not.
yeah.
I would not mind a serious take on it. You know.
No, but at like I think we've discussed before, like the whole joke here is that they're exterminators. They're just like the sort of exterminators in real life, except rather than hunting cockroaches, they hunt ghosts.
Yep.
And that's supposed to be the whole joke.
Mm-hmm.
And then the movies became something much bigger than themselves.
Yeah.
And nobody knew what to do with them because there wasn't really that much there to begin with.
Right. I mean, a simple small joke for a movie is not a bad thing. It's just like Briscoe County Jr., where they didn't expect to succeed, so they wrote no second act for if they got a continuance.
Yeah.
They expected to get one season, if that, and they got the one season. Were very popular, and then they went to season 2 and nothing.
In Ghostbusters' case, they did the sequel. The sequel wasn't really very well received because it was...
Eh?
Yeah, it was eh. Like, I liked a lot of the elements in it, but it's very hard to keep up the plucky underdog energy. They had to disband the team and get them back together. Because what else do you do to start one of these new movies?
Right. And it's this all happened, like I was saying in an earlier video, this all happened well before the idea of a planned trilogy or a planned series was a thing.
I mean, Star Wars was doing it.
They were unusual, and the only other one I can think of that did it, and they did it, and I mentioned this in the earlier video too. The only one that I can think of at around the same time that did it, and they did it better than Star Wars, was Back to the Future.
Yeah. Back to the Future. Star Trek was basically just doing episodic things in movie form.
Yeah, they were doing 2-hour episodes.
Yeah, with bigger budgets.
Mm-hmm.
And that was really cool. That worked for them. But like Ghostbusters, everybody but the people making it seemed to want to make this into a franchise.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of potential to do it. Like, they dropped so much lore in the first one that was just incidental to sort of hand wave things away, but people wanted to know about Tobin's Spirit Guide.
They made a whole role-playing game out of it. The cartoon was a more well-done world-building intensive affair than the second movie.
Yes. But the real Ghostbusters was also excellent, and that also happened.
The real Ghostbusters is
the other cartoon,
right?
The one that did not really inspire the Ghostbusters, but was sort of around.
Yeah.
Like two different people had the same idea for the same thing at the same time.
Got it. And then there was Ghostbusters Extreme later, which was interesting, which was just Egon, Janine, and a bunch of kids.
Yeah. Which... but this is the other thing. Like, the first Ghostbusters movie. No, the first Ghostbusters movie was very, like, it was very obviously a thing that kids were going to love, but made by people who did not really do kids comedy. There is an oral sex joke
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
the first movie.
I'm not
Like-
even sure you can label it as a joke. They pretty much just have it happen.
Yeah. And Venkman is just you can't do Venkman today. He is intolerable. He is a relic of a different time. The only way you can do Venkman now is to make him the villain. The EP, like Walter Peck being part of the EPA, you can't do that anymore because that's really dumb. And I do have to wonder how much of the push behind, you know, having more Ghostbusters content is because people like Venkman and the fact that the EPA guy is the bad guy. I'm sure there's an element of that. But also, like, that's not the point of the series. It is a silly joke. That became much more than it was. But so what the point I was trying to get to was, you could do more with this.
Yeah.
This series definitely has a lot of legs, but
Oh, that's one of them.
you have to. That's one of the that's a relic vase.
Yeah, and so is the remote-controlled car here.
I figured that's remote control Ecto 1. Yeah. Oh, and the model.
Yeah, I remember picking that up. But yeah, you could definitely do, like you say, you could definitely do a lot more of here. And Bill Murray has done a whole career of playing people like Peter Venkman and as ways of totally mocking the character type.
Oh yes, absolutely. But you have to make it clear now in the modern era that what he's doing is not okay.
Yeah, I mean, from every time I watch Bill Murray do a character like that, it is very clear he doesn't think it's okay.
Yeah. No, Bill Murray doesn't do those characters very much anymore.
Right. He plays kind of more harmless characters, kind of.
Yeah. Now, he has gotten in trouble with certain people in... he was not very nice to Lucy Liu.
Yeah.
Which is very unfortunate.
And it's the "you can't act." Is a terrible thing to say.
Yeah, that is not a thing that you tell. That is not something you say to an actress who is actively doing the work.
I am going to. I think we continue this conversation, but Critical Role is starting, and I'm going to shut the video down. So,
no problemo. I'll catch. We'll catch everyone in the next series.
See ya.
Bye.